Hey, hey Flosstube. Sorry I'm a bit late. There's a bit of a delay there. I was actually watching whether the camera had come on or not, but yeah, it had, so excuse that. How are you all? Hope you're all doing well. This is actually Flosstube number 6, which I'm amazed. It only seemed like it's 5 minutes ago since I did the first one. My husband's watching in the background as usual. The last couple of weeks it's been pretty good, alright. Busy because I've been, obviously as you all know, I've been studying for my maths. I've got my English GCSE in September. Well, last week I seemed to be at college every single day. I was there Tuesday, I was there Wednesday, I was there Thursday, and when I came back home on Thursday, literally about half an hour after I got home, I had a phone call to see if I'd like to redo my maths assessment again to be able to do my GCSE. So I was like, sure, yeah, brilliant. And they said, well, I can either come on Friday at 10:30 or leave it until the beginning of September. And I thought, well, it hasn't been long since I did the last one, but I'd rather do it at least then. It's not the whole big work up to it and getting myself worked up, because I've had a lot to do with assessments and exams with maths, and I'd just like to get them done. So I did the assessment anyway on the Friday. Unfortunately, I didn't do a whole lot better than I did last time. I only got a few more % better, so I didn't get to do the GCSE thing. I wasn't offered a placement on that, but I was offered the next best thing, which is like a pre-GCSE. What it is basically, it gets you ready to start for when you do them, and gets you like motivated, gives you a bit more of an insight what it involves, which to be honest I think is pretty good, and I'm really happy with that. So I was happy enough to do that. So there's that. This week, more studying, more studying with maths and English and that. So it wasn't too bad. It's my last week, next week of summer school, before the end of it, and then night school starts, because I'll be doing my pre-GCSE of the night, which is 5:30 till 8:30, and then the next day will be my English, which is 5:30 till 8:30 on a Tuesday and Wednesday, which is good, which, to be honest, I've really enjoyed the summer school. Anyhow, besides college and that, I took my son to his nana's the other day for the bus ride. He loves his bus ride and he enjoyed it there. Took my daughter out for a coffee. Well, didn't give her coffee because she's only 19 months, so she had the tea cake, I had the coffee. And juice she loves it. Went for a bit of shopping, so I've done that. Tomorrow is, if you live in Morecambe, or obviously you've heard of Morecambe, if you have, obviously not everyone has, in the UK, they've got the Morecambe Carnival tomorrow, so I'm going to take my son to that, because next week's going to be busy, because on Thursday I go and visit my bestest friend who I've been friends with since childhood. The US and other countries would probably call it kindergarten, or over here it's like nursery. We've been friends for that many years, so I'm going to visit her in the West Midlands on Thursday, and I'm taking my daughter with me as well. So I thought, because so my son doesn't miss out, and no, I thought I'll take him out tomorrow and we'll have a mummy and son day, so that should be fun. And him and his dad are having a bonding superhero time when mummy's away, so it should all be good. And excuse me while I have a slurp in my coffee, because if you're anything like me, I always end up doing a drink, forget it and leave it until it's gone stone cold, and then I can't drink it because I don't like drinking cold coffee or tea. Did you hear that? Just because my husband has about half a mug of milk in it. Anyhow, whips. Whips. Oh God, I haven't even looked at my Pinocchio. I really want to get the Pinocchio done. It's not done, but I really want to do some work on it, because I should do really. It's a gorgeous design. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll know which I'm on about. I haven't done any work on it at all, because it's just massive. I will promise. I promise myself I'm going to start working on it. Yeah, promise myself I will. Other whips, you've seen in the past couple of videos, I've been doing this one, which is a pre-printed fabric. I know it may not look like I've actually done much, but believe it or not, I have. I've done all the colours there. I've just got that bit there to do in blue, and then I've done all the other colours. Basically, all the green bit that you can see, like this here, all that bit has got to be done in black, just pure black. So, and that little girl there, so that's all I've got to do with that then. Just do the black bit and figure out how to wash it, because I've to get these lines off. So if any of you know pre-printed fabric, when you've washed them, how to get these out, would you be able to drop a comment in below? Because I just don't want to, it's taken me enough time to do, because obviously having children, 3 including my husband, having children, I don't get to do a lot on it in the day. I get to do some of it, but obviously because I've got other things and that to do as well, because I do me colouring, because I love adult colouring, as you've probably heard me mention. And I've also just recently got myself a working from home thing. I've only just a second started, so I'm going to see how that goes. So that's that, I've done that anyway. That, if you're wondering before, because I've never mentioned it, the flosser I'm using is DMC. Right there, bit of information for you there. The other whip that I'm doing, I've got it all. Oh no, my bookmarks come out my bag, come out my book. The other whip that I'm doing is this of the teddy bear. I haven't done a whole lot because I've tended to do this one a bit when I've been sat in bed other night. The other night I couldn't sleep. I was hot, I was stuffy, it was muggy, and it started raining as well. But then it started thundering and lightning, because I heard a rumble about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I thought, but it only sounded light at first, and I thought it could be a truck, because sometimes you hear like the trucks and that, but then it was getting louder and louder, and then it was big almighty bang, and like it was shaking the house, and I thought, that's got to wake my kids up in a minute, because obviously it's children's rooms, they're right next to ours. They slept through it. They didn't even flinch. They slept straight through it, and as me, I couldn't sleep, and so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do a bit of stitching. So that's what I did. Well, not all of it obviously, but I did a bit of a teddy bear at the top there. It's not quite clearly if I can turn it around. Did a bit there. Like I said, it's a nighttime stitch. DMC cotton is used for it. It's quite an older stitch that I found in like an old stash bag, which today I've got the old stash bag out. Anyhow, I did that the other night. I'm quite enjoying that. It's a nice little thing to do. Anyhow, and right, what next? I've written everything down, because so I don't forget anything. Actually, I'll just get this out so I can put that to the side. It's not really relevant to stitching, but it's something that I enjoy doing, what I've been doing as well. Showed you the whips. A little haul. There's not much of a haul, because I haven't really bought anything much, because obviously I've been saving up so I can start my little home job, and obviously not going over the top because of going to visit my friend on Thursday, because obviously train journeys, if you travel by train these days, you know how much it can be quite expensive. It can, so obviously I've been doing that. One of the things I got, this, I'm not going to show you the proper actually chart, because we're not allowed to do that, but I can show you the front of it. There shouldn't be a problem with that. I've seen this on eBay, because a lot of people, obviously, they're not allowed to sell copied charts, but they can sell their original charts. I've seen that on eBay. It's called Sweetheart, and I just like it. It's loving the current trend for paper cut pictures. Then you'll adore our romantic scene of silhouette. It's like a silhouette design. It's all done in one colour, which is absolutely fantastic. But because obviously I don't really want to get bored with just stitching with the one colour all the time, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to maybe doing this in variated thread, because I know you can get different cottons with variated, but I might choose a DMC one and do it in that. I just like the design. It's, what does it sound from? Love is all you need, and I thought I'm going to do that for someone for next year. I'm not going to say who, because obviously he's sitting right next to me. He's on his pad at the minute. He's got a game today. He's absolutely over the moon with it. So that's what I'm going to do anyway. And get ready for this. All you Halloween fans, cross stitch fans, you'll absolutely love this. Excuse me, sorry. At least I'm not dribbling. I usually tip coffee that down me. I found this on eBay. It is actually, I didn't order it from the American site, but whoever I brought it from must have got it originally from America. I wanted to find some Halloween designs because I've been watching past Flosstube videos, and some of the pictures that some of the designs that you are actually charts that you have and that you stitch in, I think them absolutely wonderful, and I'm just really getting into the Halloween theme now. Guess where I found this? Absolutely fantastic. If you've recently watched one of Lollipop Flosstube, sorry. I know she... Lollipop Stitch.
What do you call it? Lollipop Stitch?
No. I don't know what was there. Anyhow, I think she had one of these, not necessarily this one, but she had one of those, and I absolutely thought it was amazing. So I seen this one on eBay. I did put a bid on for this and another one. I didn't win the other one. Somebody else won it, but I thought fair dues. Fair dues, glad. But this one is the main one that I actually wanted, so I'm really happy about this. I haven't actually looked inside it yet. Like I said, because I can't show you charts. I might be able to show you the chart, but I'll show you the picture. I was a bit naughty because I went on Flosstube and had a look if anyone else had this magazine and what the pictures were like, and I sort of looked at them. But there's some amazing, look at that. I love dogs. I'm more of a dog person, but I love cats too. And that, it just really stood out to me, that did. Absolutely love it. It has basically, obviously, Halloween designs. If that isn't a big giveaway. A big giveaway there. You got pumpkin cards. You got some little designs to do some cards with, which will be quite cute. I like that one at the top with the pumpkin. That one should be easy enough to do. And just make sure that I don't include any of the charts, because I'll get into trouble. They've got one here. Actually, I can cover the chart with that. That's sweet treats like bag. Well, that's cute, but it's not my favourite. I want to show you the favourite one that I've got. By the way, if you actually do see this on eBay or Amazon and you're thinking about getting it, but you don't want to see the pictures in it, just turn off the video or skip it or pause it, whichever, because obviously I don't want it to spoiler alert. I don't want to spoil it for you. But that one, I like that one. I really do like that one with the pumpkins in the tree and the owl in the middle. That would be perfect on the coloured thread. No, not coloured thread. Fabric. What am I on about? Coloured thread. It's coloured thread, but it's coloured fabric as well. You got some little designs here. Again, I'll cover that there so I don't give the chart away. You've got some little designs there. of some cats. You got the mice, got small critter designs. I'll try not to go through the whole thing, because I don't want you to be bored and that. You got some trickle. Why do I call it trickle? It's called trick or treat posters. There. I like the one with the witch's boots. That one's cool. Seeing that with the witch's boots, I'm sure I've seen something like that before. What other people have shown. So, oh, this one's good. Voices whisper in the trees. Tonight is Halloween. That one's cool. That one there. See it? It's not, like I said again, it's not my exact favourite one. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I really do love it. I'm trying to find my favourite one. There's a Sugar Skulls here. I will find it. I just love the old Halloween. Oh, here it is. This one is my favourite one, and this one I'm definitely doing for a loved one. Because my loved one, obviously, Simon, that's my husband's name, and we're both into it. We love the movie The Crow, if you've ever heard of it. His name, because obviously he does YouTube videos himself, so his name is Crow Angel Gaming. That's his selling name. Look at this. Oh, can you see it? Look at that. That is absolutely fantastic, and I think it's the fabric that gives it that extra special touch. It said the key the crow bought turns only one lock. I just think that is fantastic. It just reminds me, it's very fitting for him, for obviously Crow Angel. It's very fitting for how we met, through on Facebook on the Crow website. He'd put a comment, I'm not going to say what the comment is, but he'd put a comment and everyone else was cursing him, and I just found it hilarious, and that was it. From then on we just hit it off like a house on fire, and when I've seen this, when I looked, I was like, oh my god, that is so amazing and very fitting for him. Not to mention I'll get just as much joy out of doing it. I'm not going to do it on normal fabric. I've definitely got to get that coloured fabric for that. It's just fantastic. It gives it its special thing. I'm going to see if I can get a black frame for it as well, because I think the frame is just perfect for it. Some other little designs in here as well. Some little ones. I think there was another one that I quite liked as well. Basically that other one was my favourite. It stuck to my finger. It's an old sound on the book. Thank you. Now there's some little designs there which I think are really cute. Those would be cool for cards and that. So Halloween this year I'm going to be absolutely brilliant with it. But I'm going to start doing some of these in September, because obviously, and that takes a while to do it. And this one is going to be a big one, and you'll remember seeing this on the front cover, is the Halloween cats. That one's my other favourite as well. I've so got to do these two. I absolutely adore them. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm really, really thrilled that I managed to find this book. I feel lucky that I've got it. So I'm definitely taking extra care of this one. Well, I take care of all my books, obviously. I haven't got that many cross-stitch books because I tend to, when I'm doing a cross-stitch, I tend to mark the chart off as I go along. But with this I'm going to have to do something else because I really don't want to ruin the book. But there's another Halloween picture. That one's really pretty, that is. I love the witch on there. Really, really pretty, that is. So that's that book, and bless the person who sent it, sent me a little No, it's saying thank you for the purchase on the magazine. That one, like I said, absolutely fantastic. I love it. I'm not sure where you'll be able to... In the US, it shouldn't be a problem for you getting this, because I did look and they had a few on there, a few editions. This one's from 2016 Halloween, so just last year really. Yeah, I've got some more. I'd love to be able to get some more, but I think it's by off chance that I saw this one in the UK, but I feel extremely lucky to actually have that one. That's the haul that I brought, because like I said, I didn't buy obviously a lot. Stash, lost and found. If you remember in my past videos, I mentioned I had a big tin of thread cottons. I have not found them. Where they've gone, I don't know. It's like they've managed to grow legs and run off. Either that or a load of moths have just eaten them. Because I know there was put into the loft with a lot of other things. But we had a little sort out in the loft. I found a couple of things, but I know there's a lot more cross-stitch stuff where I just cannot find. And I really fear that, because there was bags with toys in as well, and I know a couple of the toys that I gave away, and I think I might have left them in the bag full of toys, so oh well. Some cross-stitcher out there that's had a bag full of toys are going to be happy with a cross-stitch as well. But there you go. Anyhow, when I realised that, I knew I had 2 bags of toys on the landing, so I thought I'm going to have a quick look through them, see if there's anything in there. And it's a good job I did. I didn't have the thread in there, but I noticed a bag of stuff that I've got in there. It's mostly fabrics and a couple of kits. I found that in the black bag as well, so I'm just going to have a quick go through this, show you what I've got in here. So a bit of floss stash. Give me coffee. I love my coffee. I've switched to decaf now. Now that's full calf because I've run out of decaf. But anyhow, the stuff that are in my bag. If I just move this, just move this over there. I always end up getting in a mess when I'm doing videos. Everything ends up everywhere. Anyway, I found this Ada Supreme. It's 14 count. I think. Yeah, 14 count Hailey Green. I found that. I must admit, I'm not that. I'm not a big fan of that one because it just reminds me of, you know, the tissue paper, the paper you get when you go in toilets to dry your hands on. It just reminds me of that. Every time I see it, I want to just wipe my hands on it. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with that one. I might actually, I suppose I could save it for a card or a few cards. There is some fabric that I had that I've put on a selling site because I just won't use it. That colour had I've got a big pile of it and it's just not my thing. I found this red one. It's a bit, because it's been in the bag and the loft, it's a little bit mucky, so I'll have to either wash it before I use it or wash it after I've used it. This, it looks like 14 count as well. A big piece of 14 count Ada red. Again, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to use that for, because I really don't know. I'm thinking this may be something Christmassy. Could do. Maybe something Christmassy for you. Some cottons, some flosses, just white floss. These are Anchor, I think, yeah, Anchor flossies. White's in there. I found those will come in handy for something or other. Found a few kits going back to Christmas. I found one here. There. It's actually a card kit. It's a nice little kit, this is. And it's printed Ada. So it's actually on the design is printed on the Ada. I'm not sure if I can actually show you, because I know we're not allowed to show charts, but I don't know how it stands for an Ada, so I'm not going to, just in case, because I don't want to get myself into trouble. But that's basically, that's what the card will look like. At the back you have the cottons and that as well, which is pretty good. I'll enjoy doing that for someone for Christmas. I found a little tiny kit which looks like a hanging that you can put on your tree. You can hang it somewhere else, but you could put it on your tree as well. Little kit there. That would be nice for a nice little thing around Christmas time, so I'll be doing that. I'm not sure what cottons, if they're DMC or Anchor, because I know some of the kits you get can be Anchor. I've not got a problem with Anchor kits or threads. I like them. I have probably got a couple of Anchor kits, but I tend to, for some reason, stick more with DMC. I've got another one here, cross stitch kit. This one's another hanging. Christmassy things there. This one includes beads as well. I've not really used beads before, but I'm sure I'll get the hang of it. I'm sure I'll try to get your small tiny pack of beads there. This is the frame here, and it looks like the design's actually printed on the fabric again, which is good. I've got no problem with that. Love that. Hoop to go to my collection. I've got a few hoops, got a few frames as well. Cards, pack of cards I found for some designs, which obviously cross stitching, now cards always come in handy, especially if you've got birthdays and that, or Christmases. A small pack of cards there with the thing. Oh, I found this, an old kit. I really do like this. The package is in a bit of a mucky mess because it's obviously been stored, and it's a bit of dirt clump of dirt there. I hate to think what it is, but at the top. But that's the design. I'm not entirely sure what is it. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willing with her hands. Proverbs. I think. Could it be like something from the proverb from the Bible or something? Anyhow, I do actually like it. It is nice. And I'm not going to show you the chart, but this fabric was in with it. I like that. That's like a porridge thing. I actually really like that fabric. I think it's 14 count, as you can see. I'd love to try different fabrics. I've seen some absolutely gorgeous ones out there, especially the coloured dyed ones. But I need more practice on it, because at the minute I'm happy with using Ada. I know a few people don't like it because they say it can be quite stiff. But that's what I'm used to using at the minute. I will venture out to use different types, but that's the Ada that I've got. But I wouldn't mind trying, but at the minute I'm just sticking to the Ada. It comes with threads, what looks like someone's actually sorted out. Got all that thread there. You can see it there. Looks like someone's actually charted this out. Do you know, I'm really curious to know how old this is, because it does look like a really old kit. Has it got a date on it? No, it hasn't got a date. And yeah, there's that one. I was quite pleased with that. Some more Ada, blue. Yeah, it does need a clean. Needs a good wash. Blue. To be honest, I'm not too bad with this one. I might be able to find something to do on that. So, again, it's 14 count. I think most of the material that I found in the bag was 14 count. There's another chart, the Sampler Company, if anyone's ever heard of that. I haven't. Looks like an older chart. And it's done with DMC cotton, 16 cremator to do it on. So it says to use 16 cremator, and it's a sampler, and it says on it, love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. William Shakespeare. So I think it's a William Shakespeare quote. And you can see that there. You obviously can't see the words. I'm not going to turn it round because of the char, but not bad. Brain fart again. I found some more of that fabric that I like, but it has got a big stain on through it, so I've got to wash it, to be honest. I found a few pieces of white Ada. It all looks like 14 count. Like I said, it does need a clean. So if any of you do, like I said previously, if any of you do wash and clean Ada, if you could just give me a heads up, if you don't mind, just leave a comment. Just as an advice, how to clean the Ada, because I've never cleaned it before, and I know exactly what I'm like sometimes. I make things look a hell of a lot worse than they did before. I'm quite accident prone. Yeah, as my husband agrees. Yeah, last week I made some cakes. Some fairy cakes. But just basic ones. I looked at the recipe, put the sugar in, put the flour in, eggs, and I'm sure this recipe included butter before. Don't you put margarine in cakes? Well, the recipe didn't mention nothing about margarine.
Even though I said it should have margarine.
Yeah, my husband insisted there should be, but on the recipe it didn't say it. So I just carried on, cooked them. My husband, no sooner was they out the oven, he was eating them. He tried the first one. It was like this. He said they were really chewy because of the lack of butter. And I swore blind, it didn't say to use margarine in it. So I went back to the recipe. I followed the wrong recipe.
You followed the recipe for something that should have been 5 times bigger, so when they were condensed down into a little thing, they became literally brick cake.
Can you hear that? Yeah, I followed the wrong recipe. The recipe I should have followed was Victoria sponge, whereas the recipe I followed was just a basic sponge cake, so you can imagine how that come out. They were quite tough, but because I put like a chocolate wispy thing on top, they still tasted alright.
They look like hockey pucks.
Hockey pucks. Well, he didn't complain, he ate them, even though they gave him a bad stomach of the night. That's all I'm mentioning about that.
It's alright, I got my revenge, I'll stunk you out.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone wanted to hear that on here. Yeah. Anyway, stop talking about bad guts. I wanted to quickly show you my nicks and knacks tin. I promise I won't keep you for that long. I thought this time, because I haven't brought a big stash, I haven't brought a lot, I thought it's not going to be such a long video. How wrong was I? Once I talk, I can't stop. I forgot to show you this last time. I brought this the other week. I got it from Home Bargains in the UK. It was only like 99 pence for the tin. And I thought it'd do well to put my things in. I'm not going to show you everything because some of these things I've showed you in my last a couple of the videos. I just put
good promo in V-Magnets there.
Yeah. I put my basic stuff in, like things like scissors, always handy, a marker pen for marking off charts, glue, gel pens. Did you hear that? It said glue and it said, yeah, it's the only thing that'll seal my mouth closed. Don't you just love it? Can you tell that we're a couple in love? Yeah. Stickers to put on some parcels because I make my own needle minders. And I just stick them at the top here because they're stuck to the... Got my needle minders there. Those are what I've made for myself. Not made for myself, what I've made to actually sell. Some are on eBay, some are on the selling on Facebook, yeah. A little pony one. I've got a couple there. I have sold a couple. I've got a few more there. If they are on eBay, I'm not sure what my name is on eBay though. If you go on Facebook, on some of the cross-stitching sites, I'm Shelley Lewis, so there you go. Anyway, that's my little tin that I'll keep. A quick thing, obviously, because I've done some stitching, but not a whole lot. I've actually been reading. I've mentioned in my past videos I love reading. What are you doing? Huh? I use the big toilet. It's my son's and my daughter's stickers because of potting training and toilet training at the minute. I'll give them stickers to put on the chart, so when they get so many stickers they get a prize. You wait till this video, so suddenly if I disappear and you were smack bang wham bash, like, you know what it is. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I've recently been reading. I'm
trying to wash up.
He's cheeky. He's just plain cheeky. Anyhow, he's only doing it because he knows I can't speak back.
It's the only time I'm safe.
Yeah, the only time he's safe. You wait. Anyhow, yeah. I've recently read a book called Fallen by Lauren Kate. I've read a book by Sophie Mackenzie. I should have brought that down, I can't remember the name of it, but if you've ever read some of Sophie Mackenzie's, I've read it in 2 days flat. I couldn't put it down, my mother-in-law borrowed it me. This, what I'm reading, is called Beautiful Disasters. I've read it before. It is a really good book. I enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've read it last, so obviously I'm reading it again. I'm trying to go through half my books now to pass them on, because I have got quite a few books that I've got all sorts. From what I can't remember a lot of what the book is about, so obviously I'm not going to go through a lot about it. Yeah, excuse me. Sorry, no, I'm going to damage the book. Anyway, that's what I'm reading at the minute. Really good. Love my books. I'm just going to do a couple of shout outs. One, obviously, I've recently watched a video again. You've heard of me mention her in my past videos, Lollipop Stitches. I watched one of her videos recently. I've been watching quite a few of different people's. I've watched one of hers and she showed some fabric that she recently brought from a quilt show that she'd been to on Sunday past. She's gone. The fabric, I absolutely fell in love with it. It's amazing. She showed, there was Nemo and there was what was the other one, Nightmare Before Christmas? Oh no, it's something along that lines, and it is amazing, lovely, absolutely love it. So thank you Lollipop Stitches for sharing that. She just recently finished a cross stitch which is Tiki Room Designs, really colourful, brilliant. So if you haven't heard of Lollipop Stitches, go and check her out. It's absolutely fantastic. Another one that I've been trying to catch up with is obviously McKenna from Every Stitch Counts. I'm a bit slow on catching up with videos. She's been doing some marvellous designs and that. So if you haven't checked her out, go and check her out as well. Another one is, I know she hasn't been well quite for some time, so she hasn't been able to pop up a video, is Mortuary Stitches. She's lovely, absolutely fantastic, and and go and check her out as well. And that if I don't know if she watches these videos, but if she does, just want to wish her a speedy recovery. Another one, a new Flosstuber that I want to give a good shout out to, because absolutely fantastic, is Chris Digary. I'm really sorry if I haven't pronounced your second name right. He's Mortuary Stitch's son. He's just started doing his Flosstube videos, and he's a designer as well. He's just started doing designs as well. He's recently done one. Absolutely fantastic, and for first starting, like the cross stitching that you're actually doing, absolutely brilliant. Such a nice person. So if you haven't heard of him, go and check him out. He's definitely worth watching, and that, so well done there. There is probably a few others that I've watched, but because I've been watching that many, I really can't remember everyone. So if I haven't mentioned your name, I really do apologise. And that magenta. You're a magenta. Magnets. Magenta. Yeah.
She's really good at spelling.
Anyhow, yeah. Just give me a piece of paper here. Some upcoming videos that I may be doing. I know it's not for everybody, and yeah, it may be not your thing. It's not a selling video, so I'm not actually trying to sell you anything. I'm just going to do a few makeup videos called, their actual makeup will be unique makeup. I'm absolutely excited as punch to try it out, and I'll be doing a couple of videos just to show me goodies on what they are actually.
You better not.
Not those goodies. It's showing me makeup goodies to say, just basically give my view on them and what I think of them, and that. I'm really excited to try them out. Absolutely fantastic. So I'll be doing a couple of videos on that. Next week on Tuesday or Wednesday I'll be doing another colouring tube video, because obviously I do colouring tube videos as well. Like I said, the colouring tube and the upcoming other videos may not be your thing. If they're not, there's nothing forcing you to watch them. Just bother watching them. Yes, one thing, I am on Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm not sure how to put the link below, but I'll actually write it down below. But in my Instagram is Shelley Crafty Lewis. After the Shelley, it's a dash, but it's a lower dash. A space, lower dash. And after the Crafty, it's a lower dash again, and then Lewis. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, feel more than welcome. I do post my cross-stitch stuff on there, but I also post other stuff as well, because I'm just daft that way. I posted something this morning. I was trying to do an impression of Cousin Knit, and I look more like the girl out of the ring.
Yeah, you actually get to see me on there as well.
So yeah, my husband's made an appearance on there as well. So if you want to do that, just go and check it out. And there you go. If you like this video, give it. I won't keep having brain fart.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like my video. Thank you very much. See you. Bye.
No, I just threw my pen at him. So if you went, it's gone in his eye. No, like I said, I just want to thank everybody for watching. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you taking the time out. I appreciate all subscribers, likes, comments. And this video has gone up to 45 minutes now. I think it might be longer than the others. Because I'll prattle on. I intend to prattle on an awful lot, but I think it's good that you get to know your stitcher and that. So anyway, I'm going to leave you to it now, because my husband's in stitches. Do you get it? Sorry, I'm just going to go now. Save you all. So keep tuned for next upcoming videos, and if you like, please leave a like and subscribe. Love you all. Bye.